And so while you're sitting waiting for December to pass, you could have been eating. And December is important because it gives you the momentum that you need going into the first quarter of 2021. And this is some gold right now, so I really need you to listen up. All right, so I got some fire for y'all, for real. I'm gonna answer two of the most common questions that I get in my DMs. Here's where, I guess, at the end of the day, the root of the questions being asked is something that you really gotta pay attention to and pay homage to. And it's this. First and foremost, we got the New Year's coming up. So I wish each and every single one of you a happy and safe New Year. But going into 2021, I want you to pause and reflect on 2020. And, for those of you that are watching right now, maybe you don't work in the industry of real estate, and that's cool. But at the same time, whatever you went through in 2020, whatever challenges or roadblocks that you ran into may have caused you to react and be like many. And what I mean by that is there are many people out there, probably even many of us, that can't wait until 2020 is over, right? And so you're probably looking at it like, as a retail loan officer, or maybe someone who's used to seeing people face to face. You probably look at 2020 as being disastrous for your year. But at the end of the day, it's really not. And I want you to open your mind and really think about the opportunity that is actually in front of you. So in other words, instead of waiting for 2020 to be, done with, so 2021 rolls around and then you're gonna go get them, right? And then you're gonna do the good old stretch and put 110% forward. You could start right now. You don't necessarily need to wait, right? Because so many think like us, where we have to actually step out of our comfort zone and do something that no one else is doing. And so imagine if you didn't wait. When everyone else is waiting, you could really capitalize on the market share that is sitting open right now, because you just got to be creative. And the problem is that, when you're in a team environment, or when you have a circle around you of people that work with you, or people that you follow, people in your circle, right? And they're reacting the same. So they got that negative stigma and they're like, yeah, 2020 was a joke. It was horrible. It was bad. It's very much like, I imagine you're in sales because you follow a channel called SalesRemastered, but in sales, December, for example, is known to be a slow month, right? Unless you're in the business of selling gift wraps or, selling things that are common Christmas gifts, whatever, right? So December is always expected to be a slow month of the year, but it's not, because of the way the market is and the way the pandemic has affected the market. But there's a lot of people in the same industry where you got one side that is thriving. They're crushing it. They're making more money than they ever have before. They're busier than they've ever been before. And it's because of the market. Whereas on the other side, you got people who are old school, people who follow versus make their own path. And the problem with that is because if you're on that side, then you're already expecting a slow month. So you might have already mentally checked out. But the truth is, the market is better than it was just a couple months ago. And so while you're sitting waiting for December to pass, you could have been eating. And December is important because it gives you the momentum that you need going into the first quarter of 2021. And this is some gold right now, so I really need you to listen up. So, you might be looking back and be like, all right, well, it is what it is, right? So I'll get them in January. But you still got time to hit it right now. Never ever wait. Never ever let external entities or external excuses be the reason why you settle. Don't settle for nothing. Because at the end of the day, the people you rely on or you look up to or in your circle, they don't pay for you, right? And so the months that you're hurting, you could vent to your circle, but you know what I mean? Who's really going to push you and provide for you and give for you, right? And feed you? Nobody, only you. Am I right? If I'm right, man, light up those hearts, bruh. Light up the motherfucking hearts. And I speak from experience, right? You know, this December, I've never been as busy. I've never been this busy. Never. I've never had so much success or production in December. Never. And if I myself were like most, I would have mentally checked out. And I don't want you to do that. So right now, starting this minute, from this point on, from you watching this video, I want you to own it. I want you to mute out everything around you that's telling you it's okay to settle for something that is less than what you deserve. I want you to do that. Not only that, but going into 2021, I want you to do the same thing. Mute out everything outside except Sales Remastered, right? Keep your ears open for that. But mute out the noise of people telling you, oh, it's okay. You don't need to work hard. It's going to be slow. COVID is still around. Don't listen to that, right? Because that's what everyone else thinks. Instead, I want you to look at it like this. Going into 2021, there are so many different opportunities for you to penetrate different markets and capture market share, because the people who they rely on, and when I say they, those are the people that you're targeting. You're spending the most time in trying to hunt and earn their business. I want you to understand that the people that they're used to working have checked out too. And here's your opportunity to come at them creatively and increase your market share. So going into 2021, you are not only going in stronger, but you are more than able and prepared to have the absolute best year ever. And so even if right now you're not winning and you're seeing a lot of people around you winning, right? Like, man, they had the greatest year, but you're just like, man, how come I'm not having the greatest year? It's by choice. It's just a simple mental switch, right? And a lot of it has to come, or a lot of it has to do with your perception and your beliefs. It really is. And so if you believe that the market is slow, if you believe that COVID is in your way, if your perception is that no one is doing business because of this pandemic, then that's going to be your reality, boo-boo. But I promise you, me, my team, and people that I work close with, and people in my circle, they look at every challenge as an opportunity, right? And so this pandemic, they understand that a lot of people are going to look at it that way. So they're jumping on, they're going harder. They're going harder than they did, days before, right? Months before, years before. They're going harder right now. Why? Is because the opportunity is there, and there's openings, there's leaks for you to come in and infiltrate, like penetrate, like literally come in and capture that market share. So the year 2021, what I hope for you and what I wish for you is understand that the market is going to be affected by the pandemic, whether we like it or not. But the bottom line is it comes down to you. How are you going to react? Are you going to press forward, or are you going to be like most and kind of give in to the excuses, right? Give into the point of blame, give into the concept and the habit of passing the buck, right? Like, oh, it ain't me, it's the government, right? Oh, it's because Biden's in the house. That's external. You can never look at that, right? Don't ever blame things that are not under your control. Because even in my content, I always tell you, you can't look out, you gotta look within. And here's an easy way, right? Look at your Christmas tree, look at your surroundings, look at your lifestyle, look at your budget, look at your bank account. If right now it's not where you want it to be, you got an opportunity to change that, no matter what, right? Because this market or this pandemic, it doesn't happen often. So we probably won't even experience it again in our lifetime, but we're experiencing it right now. And so you got a rare opportunity to capture as much market share as you so choose. And again, it's a choice. So I invite you to actually press beyond what you need, push beyond what everyone else is doing around you, and get the absolute most for you so you can capitalize, stack your chips, open up investment ideas, buy properties, put your money to work. Because when the market changes and your income changes, you're gonna really be thankful that you have the opportunity to invest or to capitalize or to stack your chips, because that is what's gonna be there when all this shit passes. And it will pass. Regardless, whatever you choose, know that your boy is here for you. So I wish you guys an absolute, best and safe new year. And I really want you to look forward to the information and the content that I'm gonna be pushing out in 2021. I'm gonna remaster the Remastered channel, and I'm excited for you guys, man. There's gonna be some content that I'm gonna be dropping, and I'm gonna switch it up, so you're gonna see different avenues. You're gonna get to hear from different people. I'm gonna turn it into some interviews with people who are in the trenches like us. So, stay tuned, look forward to that.